Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Running back grabs it on the screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. The Hurricanes lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running back has it on a screen now. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial. Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? He's going for a big play downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's going to take another shot right here. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. He's got some room. Can he get there? Into the end zone. Touchdown. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Extending the play now.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on third down.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Early on, it's a fun battle to go to the national championship deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. And the Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down. Looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Launches downfield, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. And remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Pass complete, it's second down now. The Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the mark. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Heading left after the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the offense will spend a timeout to get on the same page. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense wraps him up. Now it's second down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Canes. This offense really clicking. Looked like a total bust there. Easy. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Powering through the defender. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. An inside give now from the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Rush set it down for the offense. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On first and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down play coming up for this offense. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Hits the running back in the flat. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Now the defense goes with that nickel, gives them more speed on the field, and I think they did a nice job of taking every option this quarterback had, nowhere to go with the football, and eventually they get the sack.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Defense is coming after him. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Now the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. The Canes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the fair catch. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Looking to put together a positive drive here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Hand off to the back. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Miami. The Hurricanes will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the... We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation. In 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3?
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Pass caught, can he get in? Going to be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way, can they stop him? Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Takes the pick to the end. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Miami's offense trots out there to open this game. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022 the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Now this is the 8th play from this drive. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Breaks into the... Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Canes. And they take the early lead. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. The Volunteers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Volunteers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback still with the football. Finding some room with the 25. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting started, is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up. The Vols will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made just enough of a gain to move the sticks.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. He'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Canes getting set on first and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds an open target on the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. must convert here on third down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. To throw, it's Peters. Pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. And the Vols will line up to boot it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Deep shot caught out of the 15. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what boost for this offense?
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
He had the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Back to throw. It's Peters. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Volunteers. A much-needed score. They're trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They're continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
Now here comes the point after attempt. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. When he's got some space here. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up. And, of course, you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. The Volunteers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The Vols have 1st and 10 here.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Back to pass. It's Peters. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. The Volunteers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. A running play called on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle, but the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and the quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. The Canes will have to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Back to throw. It's Peters. Receiver makes the catch. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick catch over the middle. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. And they get him down after the completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Peters. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a short completion to the tight end. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. This one is right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
The Canes will kick this away to start the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. The Vols will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Peters. Looks left and finds his target there. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And the Vols with 1st and 10 here.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. 3rd down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. And the tight end tries to muscle his way to a 1st down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Peters. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. It's caught. A quick shovel pass there. Touchdown Vols. This quarterback on fire today. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And completion makes it 2nd down. And the running back takes the handoff. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And now the handoff. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of...
And the freshman making an impact play there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will have to kick this away. Money comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick throw, catch made. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. The Volunteers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quick throw caught on the left side. The ball is loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And the Canes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pop pass on the jet sweep.
Now, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. The Canes line up with a first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And after the point after, it's a 35-17 game. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner is brought down. Gets to start with the next drive. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line with no gain. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw. It's Peters. And the completion made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's complete downfield. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. The Vols will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. And the Volunteers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. This time, a completion. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Peters. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Third and very long. They make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive. And he drops back in the gun. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Catch made on the right side. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. They bring him down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength. Fresh center downs to the offense after that first down completion. The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's complete. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
First down. They're going to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of their own end zone. Scanning the field, it's Peters. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Snags a quick throw.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Pressure is coming. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The ball has come to the line in a hurry-up.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Setting the back in motion. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. And the ball's come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass this time. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. After the first down loss, it's second and long for the 22.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack. But
the catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Tennessee. Just ran away from the defense.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
Might have to try the extra point. And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Motion now from the tight end. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the kickoff will be returned. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. To throw, it's Peters. Lets it go quickly. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Canes. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. It's a quick grab. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They look to throw it here on 2nd down, bringing pressure. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He pulls it in for a big gain. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Back to pass. It's Peters. Quick throw to his receiver, who makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Vols begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He's running out of time here. 2nd down after that previous play. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Important 3rd down play coming up.
Get set, get set.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Volunteers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Fires it to the wideout. Can't connect with a long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. And the Hurricanes offense takes the field. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. One game to determine the national championship. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Hurricanes offense making their way on the field to open this game. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Now it's second down here.
Boy, a nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48. The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And now from the pistol formation. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. The junior able to bring him down quickly. 3rd down coming up after that running play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
The Hurricanes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Handoff in a single back formation.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball handed off. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration.
Touchdown for the U. Strong game by this quarterback. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Nebraska's offense gets their first crack now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Cornhuskers come up to the line in the hurry-up. Same tailback, another carry. And they'll stop him after a short gain. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
It's a foot race. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop it. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Hurricanes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made him to play the 29-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The Cornhuskers will crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Linebacker shifting around now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They're going to run it. Tackle, but first down. And the Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Offense sets up with play number 8 on this drive. The back's got it. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now. The offense going with the hurry up. And 3rd and short to try to pick it up on the ground.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Get a new.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack. 2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. The Cornhuskers will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And this is off the side of the foot. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Where's the snap? Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll change the pre-snap look now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And the Canes will line up to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. Not the way he wanted to kick it. With the return, it's Gray. And the returner will be brought down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Cornhuskers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but
deep shot caught inside the 25. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Here the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Couldn't find anybody open. Just has to throw it away. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves into the scoring position. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Canes pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Hold. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the RPO, caught to the right. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. Look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution here. The championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bray. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. He hands it off from the gun. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Comes up with the catch. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Huskers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A sack into play could not escape the pass rush. The Huskers will send their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments, lofting it toward the left sideline? Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I throw my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Gray. And he's brought down at the 12. That's before field position to start the drive. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. This time it's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. It's been a fun start to this one. And this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Great cut there. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20-21. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Pass not complete. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Fighting off the defender. Escapes the pocket. Gets into space at the 50. Slides to avoid the big hit.
And that's another Miami Hurricane.
The offense really clicking in here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense already has 1 4-down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Canes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Here comes the handoff. Spinning out of the tackle. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. The Hurricanes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Back in motion now. And the quarterback dropping back. Throw to the running back in the flat. Touchdown for the U. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gray. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's a shotgun run call. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Trying to create here on the move. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. So the whole place right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's 3rd down for the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Tight end goes in motion. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Here's the second down play. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Hurricanes lining up here on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. 1 quarter away from crowning the national champion in this college football season. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Canes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Miami. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. Gain moves the ball to the 38, another 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The ball is caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. 3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. 2nd down play coming up. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4 down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. The Huskers are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back to throw again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. 3rd down and 3, trying to make it 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? The 40, the 30, inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. For the sack on first down, it's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. And the Huskers will bring their punt team onto the field. It's already his 5th punt of the game. And the returner will be brought down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Handoff to the back to keep the clock moving. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. On the return, it's Gray. Coverage team brings down the returner. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. The pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Cannot escape it. Down he goes. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, notice the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. And say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.